Coming into Rainbow versus HighFive. What are you looking for as we come into this matchup?
Well, let's see.
All right, well, the cast, while we're doing that, there we go. It sounds like his is coming up next.
Testing. Okay, here we go.
Go ahead now.
All right, to answer your question for the third time, this is a ZVP. I am definitely looking for Swarm host play.
I do love Swarm Host that I first saw Day 9 cast about a month back. I think it was at one of the MLGs recently, a month or two ago. I don't remember which one it was, but I think TLO was going and there's a lot of spine crawlers, a lot of spore crawlers, and that just that slow, kind of using it more to deny than really to just,
That slow Swarm host asphyxiation that Day 9 absolutely despises.
It's so boring for him.
It's boring, but it's methodical, and it works.
Day 9's personality, he just needs more excitement in his life.
Absolutely.
All right, so HighFive going for the pool first before the hatch. Rainbow coming up to check out, notices that the hatch is not down yet, so drone passes by. The hatch is going to be going down right now. As he comes up to scout, make sure that spawning pool, see if it's done yet, so he knows what to prepare for.
All right, so we have Gateway first from Protoss. Pretty standard.
Pretty standard. The hatchery's done and completed, ready to rock and roll. And first Zerglings not in production, just getting the queens out.
All is standard so far.
Yep. Gas coming down. Cybernetics core. What would you expect from the Protoss? You're hoping that the Zerg goes for that methodical.
Really, it's too early to say right now. I don't know Rainbow style that well.
Yeah, we casted. Did we cast the one with Rainbow?
Yeah, we did, but I think he was on the losing end of the game.
Yeah. So, see what he's going. Yeah, he had all the stalkers, and they just kind of started getting melted down. Yeah. The natural does go up for the Protoss here at the 4-minute mark. Once again, as I'm sure.
All right, so he's definitely not going for early gateway pressure or anything like that. He's definitely wants to expand.
Not going to be any 4-gate or any craziness like that?
No early 4-gates. No, no all-in 4-gates.
I haven't seen a lot of those throughout the tournament.
Well, honestly, once you know how to defend against a 4-gate, it's kind of a cheese. I would not call it the cheesiest thing a Protoss can do, though. It still has some viability even in the modern metagame.
Yeah. Yeah, because... Oh, there's the Mothership Core going to pick off those.
Now, I am starting to notice that Rainbow does like to get his early Mothership Core out, and you can see why it's a good idea.
Oh, yeah. I mean, very good protection against the Zerglings. It just really nukes them down quick.
Absolutely.
Easy to protect your wall off, easy to get back and forth between main and natural.
It's not necessary to do a forge fast expand anymore. You can do gateway first.
There you go. And that was something I noticed in the Platinum. It was pretty much all forge first from the Protoss going up against Zerg. They were going forge first every time.
Well, of course, man. A good cannon rush is freaking hilarious.
It's very enjoyable. And one thing that you did talk about earlier is that unusual versus Protoss is the Banelings. And we do have the Baneling nest coming out already.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this. As before, Sentries really, they make Banelings worthless, especially this early in the game.
The last time somebody came in on with Banelings against all those force fields, the Banelings literally got like 2 explosions and then sat there.
Yeah, it's just like what's going on here, and then they get picked off by the ranged units.
Oh, there comes the Stargate down. You think he's going to try and get a Void Ray or something, or Oracle? I'm noticing a lot of them get a couple of Phoenix.
Normally, when he's making it visible, he's going to probably get a Void Ray.
Okay. And right into that Void Ray protection first off. 12 Zerglings coming to the field. Going to try and get that poke in, but Void Ray, wall off.
Absolutely.
Mothership Core, he's not getting in.
The Void Ray is pretty much a safe unit to make at all times. It's almost like a Marine.
I do like the probe holding down the fort there.
Hey, it's funny, but it works.
That's a hero probe right there.
It is a hero probe.
He's going to let the Stalker take over. He's like, I stand relieved.
Yeah, I think I've had enough, right?
You got the watch, buddy. I'm out. Void Ray about to finish up. No chrono boost on it. Still chronoing probes out, just getting that economy pumping.
Get that eco going.
Yeah. More Zerglings. There's the Baneling bust. And there's the force field.
He doesn't have quite as many sentries this time, but
It's still enough.
well, we'll see. If he can't break those buildings down, it would have been all for naught.
And
There's
here comes
photon
in
overcharge
more.
as well, yep.
Yeah, more.
This attack is held. That was not worth it.
Not even close. That baneling bust just completely failed.
Did Protoss even lose any units during that attack?
Rainbow lost a stalker, I believe.
Wow. Well, yeah, that was.
A stalker,
Folks,
no buildings.
Do not baneling bust the Protoss.
Do not baneling bust the Protoss. I don't know. And the weird thing is, I know that he wants to go for that first building, but he probably could have taken down that gateway if he would have went for that gateway and just gone through there.
Possibly.
Yeah.
But even if he takes that down, he still has to deal with a force field.
Exactly.
And one gateway's not that big a deal to lose.
No, and then the photon overcharge comes in. The Zerglings that do make it through aren't going to do much.
Absolutely.
And these Zerglings are not going to give up. They're determined.
I would not recommend this.
No one would.
Every Protoss unit out there is ranged.
Yeah, Zergling's just not even going to get close. Third base going down. Whether it was a distraction to get his third base up, it seems like a large investment for just
really
a distraction.
Protoss is in no rush to push right now.
Not at all. Hydralisk Den is coming out, so that I guess he thinks that's his answer with the Void Rays coming up. But I noticed that the Hydralisk really been getting melted. If he gets 2 Colossus out there,
absolutely. Yeah, you've got to look at Hydralisk. It's pretty much the same thing as Marines.
And bam, right away, robotics coming down.
Absolutely.
Let's see what that observer does. Finally got out. Going to go ahead and finally get his scouting out and see what he's going to be up against, and know that his move to go for the robotics facility and get the Colossus out was actually a good decision.
Was in fact a good idea, right?
Great idea. It's never really a bad idea for Colossus.
Oh, no. Colossus is usually pretty good.
Yeah. And that's why, as we said in the previous casts, Overlord speed is always a good upgrade.
Yeah, Overlord speed, yep. You can be pulling back those other Overlords right now.
Lots of Zerglings and Hydralisks. We take a look. We do have 10 Hydralisks, 10 Zerglings up against 1 Void Ray, 4 Stalkers, and an Immortal, a couple Zealots. 5 Sentries, a lot of Sentries. Those force fields are really going to make the fight.
I like it. I like lots of Sentries as Protoss.
That seems like an overreaction there, recalling the back to the base.
Well, maybe, yeah.
I think he could have gotten away pretty safely. Bring up the chat there, see if anybody's saying anything, making sure that all our stuff's going well, yeah. Don't want to, have no sound or something going again, or be not on the stream, or, It's the grand finals. I figured I'd step my game up a little bit.
Yeah, actually kind of do a little bit of QA.
Yeah, if you got any questions or anything you want to ask the casters while the game's going on, we do have chat up, so go ahead and throw it out in the chat, and we'll try and keep up with it. First Colossus coming out to the field.
Has Thermal Lance been researched yet?
It has not been researched yet. Check the upgrades. It's only got 1.
He doesn't seem to want to commit to a tech path yet. He's only got 1 Void Ray. He's only got 1 Colossus.
Yep, +1.
1 Immortal.
There goes the Overseer.
Was an Overseer having a bad day.
Very bad day. The one thing I do like about being able to, the new system that I've got now with the graphics card and the RAM that I have, is being able to cast on these settings, because the parts of the Zerg,
the blood and gore,
fly so far when they blow up, and I love watching that. It's great.
Have you seen a Nidusworm burn yet?
Yeah, I did see a Nidusworm burn. Oh my
god, that's hilarious.
Oh man. And then when you were casting earlier, the match before that, Ultralisk that got blown up, its mandible went flying like through and down a cavern.
Those flying parts don't do splash damage of their own.
At least from Ultralisk, they should.
Yeah, right.
Do have a nice Hydralisk army getting formed up here. He's up to 22 in the Hydralisk count, so a lot of Hydralisks. Well, the thing that worries me, though, is going straight Hydralisk, is there's no soak for those.
No, he has no roaches there. He's got nothing.
Yeah. I mean, even he's low on Zerglings, but what would you think he's going to get those Swarm Hosts to try and soak for them, or you think, because I see nothing to show for it.
If he was going to go Swarm Host, he should have done it a long time ago.
And there are 5 Corruptors coming to the field to try and pick off some Colossus.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's a given, but I mean, we only have 1 Colossi from the Protoss.
There is another one building right now.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so he has decided to...
3.
Oh, he's got 3.
Yeah,
so he has
tricked
committed finally to Colossi.
Yes.
Now, has he in fact gotten the... Thermal Lance?
It is just finished, yep.
There we go. All right, good. Okay, so he's definitely committed to the Colossi now.
Got a lot of Corruptors coming to the field. 6 already on the field with another 2 finishing up now.
That's a good number right now.
Yeah. With that many, with I think 6 or 7, he should be able to toss the corruption and snipe one in like 2 rounds of attacks, I think.
Yeah, that's generally 2 to 3 corruptors per Colossi is a good number.
All right, and here it looks like
but
we're moving out.
A lot of stalkers.
That's a lot of stalkers. The forward pylon's getting placed down for that quick reinforcement. Here's the little engage. And this army is just heads and tails bigger. If we check out the army tab, the army supply, pretty even, but that even army supply weighs heavily Protoss in the Protoss direction. Rainbow with more
I
now.
would have preferred he had not tossed those force fields out, but it's not the end of the world.
No, not at all. He has 5 sentries in the mix.
He could have taken the fight. Well, I mean, those reinforcements are pretty nice, but he could have taken that fight.
Oh, definitely. 30 stalkers in the mix.
Yeah, this is going to be a problem.
31 Hydralisks. Here comes the engagement.
You got to get those Colossi. There you go.
There's the time warp on the Hydralisk. The Hydralisk getting slowed. So many thermal lances coming down on the Hydralisk, just roasting them. Oh, and they continue to walk back into it. They're not attacking. They're just getting roasted.
Walk back and forth like that.
You either commit or run. Oh, man, so much burn.
Yeah. This is a game decided by the engagement. Definitely.
Yeah, man, there's the GG HighFive. Moving on to game 2. You walked in on death and destruction. Outstanding. Switching up to the caster cam there. We're still in the party. Has he been able to work on that at all? Yeah. Outstanding first matchup between Rainbow and HighFive. HighFive with a bad engagement there at the end. That all Hydra comp, though, I think that bad decision hurt him before.
Yeah, you need more to buffer it. You can't just have Hydras.
Yeah. Should Protoss always get a few Colossi when playing Zerg? I think so. I think minimum 2. 2 Colossi is just going to force the Zerg to not overproduce Hydralisks like that scenario right there.
You're not necessarily obligated to go Colossi. It depends. If you're going to do a timing push, you don't want to commit to Colossi. Yeah. Like if you're going to do an Immortal, Sentry all-in, or if you're going to do one of the gate pressures and things like that, you don't want to go Colossi. You want to push early units. Mm-hmm. If you're going to get into a late game, yeah, build Colossi.
Definitely. And also, if you're going to be having that mass ground force, all those stalkers, it's good to have a couple in there. Because those Hydralisks, if it's all stalkers, they'll eat you up.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so game 2 getting ready to head off here. HighFive is going to be choosing our next map. We are waiting for his map selection to come up. What map do you think HighFive should choose? What do you think he has the best advantage on his Zerg to try and win this game 2 to kind of take a lead back?
A Zerg? You know, I think you've stumped me here.
Uh-oh. Well,
I just don't know enough about the player yet to really answer.
Yeah. Well, he chose a Derelict Watcher, and it's a weird-looking map. So, what is Derelict Watcher? I don't think I've ever seen that.
Derelict Watcher.
Is that on the ladder?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. It's got 3 spawn points. It's a weird looking map.
Yeah, there are some funky maps.
Are you only on this one? You're only spawning on the extreme side, the ends instead of the.
I'd have to check on that particular. Yeah, on that particular.
Yeah, because that's got the 3 on each side, the triple there.
Yeah, it's a strange map.
All right, they're queuing up. We are counting down into the next match. It's going to be Derelict Watcher. Game 2, HighFive versus Rainbow. Rainbow taking game 1 down. Going to sweep it.
Pretty convincingly.
Is HighFive going to come back very convincingly? That last battle just showed the difference in what was going on. All right. So as we get things going, we get our little fun tools up, and we have a pause.
All right.
No sound.
That is generally a problem when playing StarCraft.
Control S.
Yeah.
All right, so we got no sound. Well.
In the meantime, am I still coming in loud and clear over here?
Yep, you're coming in. Read you Lima Charlie.
Awesome.
Haven't heard that in a while, have you? It's been a while for that one.
Indeed.
All right, so try Control S.
Or push your headphone jack in on the way.
Do you need tech assist? Is Jacob available? Jacob, what are you working on right now? Okay, never mind.